Am I audible?
Yes, Mataji, you're audible.
Hare Krishna. Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So let's begin. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Ajnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijanasahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dhinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhuvya Eva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namini Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashati Deshatarini Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So we will be learning about Madhavendra Puri today. Sripad Madhavendra Puri. Yesterday we discussed, right, what kind of a personality he is. Which sampradaya does he belong to? Yeah, you can mute. You can unmute. Which sampradaya does he belong to? Yesterday we were discussing. You can put your answer in the chat as well. Nobody knows? He belongs to Madhva Sampradaya. Okay, so he belongs to Madhva Sampradaya, Madhvacharya's disciplic succession. And he is one of the first acharyas in Madhva Sampradaya to show the symptoms of Bhava Bhakti and Prema Bhakti. Okay, he was the one who introduced Madhurya Ras and Sakhya Ras, Vatsalya Ras and all that to Madhva Sampradaya. Okay, so his position is very prominent in Madhvacharya's disciplic succession. So on that note, let's begin with the bhajan. Jayanilo premadhana karuna prachur Jayanilo premadhana karuna prachur Heno Prabhu hota gela Acharya Thakur Heno Prabhu khata gela Acharya Thakur Je anilo premadhana Karuna prachur Kaha mora swarup rupa Kaha sanatan Kaha dasa raghunata Patita pavana Je anilo premadhana Karuna prachur Kaha mora bhatta juga Kaha kaviraj Kaha mora bhatta juga Kaha kaviraj Eka kale katha gala Gora natharaj Eka kale katha gela Gora natharaj Jiyanilo premadhana Karuna prachur Pashane kuti bho matha Anile pasibo पाषाणे कुटीभो मथा अनिले पसीभो गौरांगा गुणेरा निधि कथा गेला पाबो गौरांगा गुणेरा निधि कथा गेले पाबो जियनिलो प्रेमाधना करुणा प्रचुर से सभा संगेरा संगे जी कोइलो बिलास से सभा संगेरा संगे जी कोइलो बिलास से संगान पाया कंडे नरोत्तम दास से संगान पाया कंडे नरोत्तम दास जे अनिला प्रेमाधना करुणा प्रचुर जे अनिलो प्रेमाधना करुणा प्रचुर हेनो प्रभु कथा गेला आचार्य ठाकुर हेनो प्रभु कथा गेला आचार्य ठाकुर हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे राम हरे राम राम हरे Hare Krishna. So, can anybody read the translation?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
He who brought the treasure of divine love and who was filled with compassion and mercy, where has such a personality as Srinivasa Acharya gone? Where are my Swarupa, Damodara and Rupa Goswami? Where is Sanatana? Where is Raghunatha Dasa, the savior of the fallen? Where are my Raghunatha Bhatta and Gopala Bhatta? And where is Krishnadasa Kaviraja? Where did Lord Gauranga, the great dancer, suddenly go? I will smash my head against the rock and enter into the fire. Where will I find Lord Gauranga, the reservoir of all wonderful qualities? Being unable to obtain the association of Lord Gauranga, accompanied by all of these devotees, in whose association he performed his pastimes, Narottama Dasa simply weeps. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thanks a lot. So this bhajan is completely about separation. So now Narottam Das Thakur is singing, everybody has gone back to the spiritual world. Okay, so he's intensely being separated from all the acharyas. Srinivas Acharya has gone to the spiritual world. All the Goswamis, Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, Raghunath Bhatt Goswami, Gopal Bhatt Goswami, everybody has gone back to the spiritual world. Swarup Damodar Goswami has gone back. Okay, even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, right? Even Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, everybody has gone. So he's intensely feeling separation from them, and he doesn't even know what to do. So he's like, I will smash my head against the rock and enter into fire. So this is what is called as Vipralamba Bhav. Okay, this is what is called as attachment. Like simple example, the material example, if we have to take, when we are separated from our parents, or say your son has gone abroad or your mother has gone to some other place, how will you feel, right? You look at anything, maybe you look at their clothes, you think, okay, it reminds you of them, right? And you look at the watch, you'll be like, okay, now they will be doing this, right? Intensely you are so separated from them. When they are there in front of you, the relationship is fine, it's fine, not good, not bad. But the moment you are away from them, that's when you actually realize the intensity of love you have for them, what they actually mean to you, right? What they actually mean to you, you will understand only when in their absence. That exactly is Vipralamba Bhav, and I think that way we need to actually take advantage, of the state we are in. We are also separated from Krishna, right? He is in Goloka, we are fallen on this planet Earth, and we are actually every day we are trembling, correct? We are suffering because of Maya, right? But if we have to look at the situation positively, it's actually a boon in disguise, because when we are separated from our loved one, that is Krishna, we actually realize what he means to us, and we actually realize how much we could have served him, right? When we were all with him, right, in Goloka. But then it's because of our own disobedience that we fall into this material world. Now we will never go back. I mean, once we go back to Goloka, we will never go back to that contaminated stage, and fall to this material world ever again, because we know all the sufferings that we've undergone. We know material world is, what does Krishna describe material world in Bhagavad Gita? He says material world is ashashvatam, right? It's temporary, and world full of miseries, dukkhalayam ashashvatam, right? So with this realization, we will never go back to that contaminated state of ours ever again. So Krishna is trying to uplift us in every possible way. If we take one step towards Krishna, Prabhupada keeps saying Krishna takes 10 steps towards us, right? So that's the reason he came to this world to give us Bhagavad Gita. He came back again as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and practically demonstrated how to implement the teachings of the Bhagavad Gita, right? And so today we will be looking at another practical example of this exemplary Acharya, Madhvacharya, Madhavendra Puri, a great Acharya in the disciplic succession of Madhvacharya. So he is one of the greatest and the first personalities, first acharyas to introduce Madhurya Ras, the bhava and prema stages of bhakti to Madhvacharya Sampradaya. All right, so he is the one who showed those symptoms and brought in the actual essence, the rasa of bhakti. The taste or bhava of bhakti lies in Madhurya, Vatsalya, and Sakiras. So he is the one who introduced those to Madhvacharya Sampradaya. Okay, so he holds that glory. So a little about Madhavendra Puri's lifestyle. So he is a mendicant, like you all see in the picture, a sannyasi, wearing saffron clothes with danda and all. All right, so he's a mendicant, but what's unique about Madhavendra Puri is that, see, generally all mendicants beg for food, right? They go from door to door and beg food, and whatever they get, they offer it to Krishna and accept it as prasadam, right? But Madhavendra Puri, what's unique about him is he never used to ask anybody for food. It's if somebody voluntarily comes and offers him, he would take it, he would accept it. Otherwise, he would not ask anybody. He would starve the entire day and go to sleep without food. All right, so that is something very unique about Madhavendra Puri, because most mendicants usually beg, take the food, accept it as prasadam. Okay, so he never used to beg. Entire day he used to engage himself in devotional service, chanting. Okay, so he's a traveler, obviously, as like other mendicants. He also used to travel, and he used to choose a tree to sit under and chant the entire day, and go to sleep, and then again next day he might have to travel and go to another place. So that's the lifestyle he used to follow. And so one day what happened, he was in Vrindavan. Okay, the picture that you're seeing, this is a Vrindavan picture. So he was sitting under a tree in the Vrindavan forest. Okay, and he was chanting. Okay, he was chanting so intensely that he didn't even realize it became evening, and he did not get food. Nobody gave him food to eat. All right, and he's a person who never begs or asks for food to others either. So and the most wonderful thing is, he did not food. See, hunger, thirst, nothing bothers him, right? Spiritually elevated souls know very well, they have realized this concept very well, that they are not the body, they are spirit souls, right? So hunger is for the body, thirst is for the body, right? Not for the soul. So he's realized this concept. So it never bothered him. He never felt thirsty. He never felt hungry. Okay. It was evening, almost sunset was going to happen and it would become night soon. Okay. So in that point of time, a cute little boy came. Okay. A cute little boy with bluish black complexion, like you're seeing in the picture, right? The same personality came, okay, with a stick. So he's basically a Gopabala, okay, who tends cows, takes care of cows and calves in the forest while they are grazing. So he came with that stick and he came up with a pot full of milk, okay, with a pot full of milk. This boy seemed very cute to him. He was attracted, okay. Usually mendicants never get attracted to people in general, right? But because they are material. But Madhavendra Puri could not control himself. He looked at his beauty. It was so enchanting. He automatically, for a moment, he got attracted, very, very attracted to this young little boy. And then he asked, Krishna started speaking. I mean, this boy started speaking. You seem to be hungry. You look very tired. You definitely from morning you've been sitting here, and you did not even eat anything. So the elder gopis there around saw you and they thought they'll give you something to eat and I mean to consume, and that's why they gave me this pot full of milk and sent. So please have it. Because they told me that you did not eat anything. Okay. So Madhavendra Puri is like, okay, I will have it, but why? Why? Okay. So this little boy said, no, see, this is my place. You're in Vrindavan, right? Vrindavan belongs to me. This is my place. And here, I don't like it if anybody starves and goes to sleep, empty stomach. Okay, so what he's saying is actually right, but Madhavendra Puri is not able to link. Okay, so Vrindavan belongs to Krishna. Krishna's eternal dham is Vrindavan. Even today, Vrindavan Leelas continue to happen in Vrindavan. It's just that we are not able to see, right? Premanjana Charita Bhakti Vilochanena. Our eyes need to be smeared by love, right? Premanjana Charita Bhakti Vilochanena. Only then we will be able to see Krishna. Right now, we have Charma Chakshu, right? The chakshu or the eyes that we have is materialized skin, made of skin, flesh and blood and all that. But what kind of eyes we need to see Krishna Leela? Prema chakshu. Eyes filled with eyes made of love, right? Eyes literally made of love. Love means Krishna prem, Krishna, love for Krishna. Okay, love does not mean love for mother, love for father. No, that is all lust. Anything and everything what you call love in material world is lust. Okay, when we say love, it's understood. Love means love for Krishna. So right now our eyes are covered with lust. We need to smear them up with love for Krishna. Then we will be able to see Krishna, right? So eternally the Leela is happening in Vrindavan. That's why he says, this is my place. I belong to this place. This place belongs to me, and I don't want anybody to go to sleep hungry. So Madhavendra Puri accepts the pot, and then while he's accepting the pot, the boy says, "You drink the milk. Keep the pot with you safely. I will come back probably half an hour later and collect the pot from you back." So Madhavendra Puri believes Krishna sometimes plays games with his devotees. Okay, lies and tricks them. This is also a trick. Krishna will never come back. He does the work, does the job, and goes. Okay, so so Madhavendra Puri drank the milk, and he felt at most satiated. Okay, he was so satisfied because obviously it's given by Krishna, right? It's transcendental. It's Amrita. It's not milk anymore. It's coming from Krishna's hand, so it's Amrita, right? So Amrita obviously nourishes a person. So he felt very, very satisfied, and he was very happy. Okay, and then he was safely keeping the pot next to him. He was taking care of the pot, thinking that the boy will come back. Okay, so Madhavendra Puri did not even get a clue that he is Krishna. He just thought he is a small little boy. That's all. Okay, cute. He's cute looking, so he got attracted. That's all. Okay, this is the beauty. Yoga Maya covers devotees. Even Yashoda Mata never knew he was the Lord, right? Krishna used to cry. Yashoda Mata used to feed him, pamper him, defend him against other senior gopis' complaints and all that. And after 5 minutes, she used to take a stick and run behind him to hit him, right? So this is the kind of love Krishna wants. He does not want that distance. Oh, he's Krishna. Like how we have distance with great people right now, right? Oh, he's a prime minister. I am, after all, what's small citizen, insignificant citizen. I need to maintain that, that distance or anything. No, prime minister. I am just a citizen. I cannot go and talk to the prime minister closely, right? That all that kind of etiquette we follow in today's world. Krishna doesn't like that. Okay, Krishna wants intense love from the bottom of the heart, pure love he wants. Okay, so Madhavendra Puri was keeping the pot next to him, looking after it safely all night. He slept, but he was taking care of the pot as well. Okay, Krishna never came. Okay, next it became morning. The boy never came. Okay, yeah. So by the way, when he was sleeping, he saw the same cute little boy in the dream as well. Okay, so he was sleeping, and the cute little boy who gave him the pot of milk, right? The same person comes in the dream of Madhavendra Puri and says, I am stuck, please rescue me. Okay, so Madhavendra Puri is thinking, this boy gave me milk, he was free, what happened to him suddenly? Right? He says, I'm stuck, I need help, you need to rescue me. There are and then the where he was stuck, how he was stuck, all that is shown in the dream. Okay, so he was in between stones and mud, and so many trees were there, plants were there. Okay, he was underground. Okay, and he couldn't breathe properly. There was no proper sunlight. I mean, he was struggling. Who is struggling? Krishna, right? Krishna is struggling in underground, and Madhavendra Puri, started crying. Tears started rolling down his eyes. He was like, "Oh my God, he's struggling, right?" And then he understands he's none other than Krishna the Great, right? And because Krishna is in the deity form, so in the dream, when Krishna says, "I'm stuck, please rescue me," Krishna actually holds Madhavendra Puri's hand and takes him to that place and shows him how he's stuck there. So Krishna is in the deity form underground, right? Then Madhavendra Puri realizes, oh, he's none other than my Gopala, right? And then when he wakes up in the morning, he runs to that place. He takes help from the residents there, and he goes to that place and starts digging. Okay, all of them dig the place, and finally they find Gopal deity. They take it out. Okay, they bathe him. They because he's worn out. Okay, he's very stressed. He's tired. There's no proper sunlight also underground, right? So they comfort him a little, and then now Madhavendra Puri thinks, okay, where do he was under the ground, right? So he decides my Gopal should never undergo that kind of problem ever again in his life. So what he thinks, I need to put him on top of a mountain, top of the Govardhan hill. Okay, he was right now at the foot of the Govardhan hill, not even at the foot, under the ground, right? So he should go and stand at the top of the Govardhan hill. So ever again this problem will not happen. Okay, he can never go underground, right? Because he's at the top of the hill. So they go and situate him at the top of Govardhan hill. Okay, and then so he gets the name, Gopal on top of Govardhan hill. Okay, so huge, ceremony is performed for deity installation. You can see it's a huge deity. Okay, Govardhan hill is here, and it's fully decorated. The ceremony is like performed with a lot of pomp and splendor and all that. And you can see the food, right? The amount of food that is being offered. So many items, hundreds of items. Okay, and you need to read Chaitanya Charitamrita. It's given what kind of preparations, all milk preparations, cakes, and juices, and milkshakes, and dal preparations, rice preparations, right? Everything, all spicy preparations, bland preparations, like literally every kind of food you find here. Okay, fruits, vegetables, salads, and you need to read Chaitanya Charitamrita. Each food item is described, and all our mouths will water when you read. Ingredients are described, the recipe is also described. Okay, and when you read it, your mouth starts watering, so nicely Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami has described each of these items. Okay, so much is offered to the Lord because they are all happy Krishna is being situated here, right? And after that, Madhavendra Puri delegates people there, designates people with their respective responsibilities, for pujari and everything else. Okay, it's a temple, right? So temple needs to be maintained. So a lot of devotees need to be there involved with different tasks they need to take up. People should do kirtan, some people should do cooking, some people should do cleaning, some people should do deity worship, pujari work and all that, right? So he designates everybody there, and so temple is run. Okay, anywhere any temple is built for the service of Krishna, okay, it runs automatically. Okay, money comes automatically. People even will not know how with what magical spell money is coming and falling into the temple. Why? Anybody knows why? Where Krishna's worship is being done, automatically there is no problem for money. Why?
Mataji, Lakshmi is always there.
Haribol, yes. Lakshmi goes wherever his husband goes. Okay, so that's why Ravan wanted only Lakshmi, right? Only Sita Mata without Rama. So what did he get? Duplicate Sita. He never got real Lakshmi. He got duplicate Lakshmi. Daridra Lakshmi. And finally, what did she do? She was the cause of Ravana's death. Can you imagine? Same thing is going to happen to us if we go behind opulence, forgetting that we need to use that opulence to serve the Lord. Right? If we don't use that opulence to serve the Lord, it's going to bind us so hard into the material existence, we can never go out. We can never go out. We suffocate, and go to the darkest regions of this world. Darkest region is animal life. If that is also not worth, that is also not suiting us, Krishna will send us into the darkest region of the planet. Patala, Naraka, everywhere else, hell also. Okay, so we need to do things consciously. Okay, and so Lakshmi Devi automatically follows. The temple was run very well. Now Madhavendra Puri gets the next dream. Okay, so this is how temple worship is going on there. So next dream, second dream. So Madhavendra Puri's pastimes revolve around three dreams, three core, very significant dreams. All the three dreams, Krishna comes and gives him instructions, and his life is about fulfilling those instructions, following those instructions. Okay, so the second dream, what is the second dream? Krishna comes in the dream of Madhavendra Puri and says, it's hot summer, scorching heat is irritating me so much, my body is getting burnt. Okay, it's so hot, that too he is on top of the hill, right? And top of the hill, obviously the heat will be more. So he's like, I can't tolerate this heat anymore. Please get chandan. Okay, chandan. Go to Jagannath Puri, get nice, chandan, sandalwood, and grind it and make it a paste and apply it on my skin. Okay, that's the reason we do chandan yatra, right? From starting with Akshaya Tritiya, every year, 21 days we do chandan yatra because it's very hot that time and Krishna needs to be cooled down. Okay, so that's why we grind chandan, full body, full DT we apply chandan. Okay, so that he feels cool. So Madhavendra Puri wakes up in the morning and he follows the instruction again. What is the instruction? He needs to go to Puri. So he immediately leaves to Puri. Okay, so Puri he starts, and on the way what happens? He reaches Remuna. There is a place called Remuna in Orissa. Okay, Vrindavan, Govardhan Hill and all is in Uttar Pradesh. Now Puri is in Orissa, so he needs to come to Orissa, right? Now, so there is a place called Remuna. He needs to cross this place, Remuna, to reach Puri. So in Remuna he rests. Obviously, every night, every day he cannot walk. So he goes to Remuna. There is a temple called Gopinath Temple in Remuna. Okay, it's just Gopinath. Until Madhavendra Puri stepped in and the Leela happened, the Gopinath Temple was just Gopinath Temple in Remuna. Okay, later on the name changed to something else. We will see that. Okay, so he goes to Remuna. There temple worship, deity worship was done in so much opulence, so much opulent way. So many dishes were offered, all rich dishes were offered to the Lord every single day. Okay, nice jewelry was there, nice decorations, nice garments. Okay, so Madhavendra Puri was so inspired. He was so inspired looking at Remuna's deity worship, and he was like, I should also adopt certain things, and so that my Gopal will also get all these privileges. Okay, so he saw it was offering time basically, and this is one staple food that every day they offer to Gopinath. Okay, this is called sweet rice. Okay, kheer it is basically sweet rice, very richly prepared. Okay, with lots of dry fruits and just milk, no water added to the milk, and very nice, very rich preparation. Okay, so this is every day they offer it to the Lord. Okay, it's a staple dish there. So Pujari, as usual, he was offering. There was a tray full of pots of this kheer. Okay, so many pots he offered, and Madhavendra Puri, even he looked at the kheer. Okay, it was not yet offered to the Lord. Pujari was taking it inside. Okay, so that time he looked at the kheer and his mouth started watering. He was like, and then he got this thought. Okay, if I get to taste the kheer, it'll be nice. This was the thought he got. Who is getting this thought? Such a great Acharya, such a great devotee, Madhavendra Puri, in whose dreams Krishna personally comes and gives instruction. But this is an aparad, right? Normally, if you just look in like a broader sense, if you consider, this is an aparad because before the food is offered to the Lord, we are not supposed to desire to have it or taste it or smell it or anything, because it's done for the Lord. He needs to first taste it, right? But so it's an aparad. Such food, in fact, we don't even offer, right? That's why in temples, if you see, the food tray is covered with a cloth or something, they cover it and then they take it and offer it to the Lord, right? And then they close the curtains also so that people don't see, right? Because this is the basic problem. There is a natural human tendency to enjoy the food even before the Krishna enjoys it. Okay, so it's an aparad, right? So for us, we are thinking it is an aparad, but what is Krishna? Krishna is bhavagrahi janardana. He looks at only bhava, intentions of people. He doesn't see what action you are doing, what you are doing. He sees what is the intention behind what you are doing. Okay, so what was Madhavendra Puri's intention behind tasting the food, right? What was it? Because he wanted to adopt the recipe, take it and give it to the cooks in Gopal temple, so that his Govardhan Giri Gopal also will get to taste this kheer every day. That was his intention. So service to the Lord was the intention behind desiring to taste the food, not for his sense pleasure or satisfying the tongues or anything as such. All right. So this is what we need to understand. Krishna is bhavagrahi janardana. You don't have to answer anybody. Krishna knows your intention very well. He is sitting in your heart as Paramatma, right? So Krishna notices this. Now offering will happen. Madhavendra Puri needs to leave, right? It's getting late for Puri, and he also feels guilty. Oh, before even Krishna ate the kheer, I started, desiring to taste it. I have no eligibility, or I don't deserve to stay here anymore. I don't deserve to taste the prasadam anymore. I need to leave. I've done a big aparad. He thinks that way and he leaves the place. Okay, he goes and it's going to become night. This offering was actually done in the evening around. Okay, so it's night and he sleeps there only. Madhavendra Puri sleeps in that place so that morning he can wake up and go to Puri. Okay, now when this is happening, Krishna knows the intention, right? Krishna knows Madhavendra Puri wanted to taste it. So now what happens? The tray is offered, right, to the Lord. So many cups of kheer is there, pots of kheer. Now Pujari does not really, notice how many pots were offered, how many pots are, he's taking and distributing. All that he will not notice. Okay, nobody notices because from so many years he's been doing that, right? So now what happens when the food is offered to the Lord? Obviously curtains are closed, right? So Krishna gets a private place, right? So what Gopinath does, he takes one pot of kheer for Madhavendra Puri and keeps it behind himself, as in behind the deity. He robs, not takes. So he steals kheer. That's why the name is Kheer Chor Gopinath. Okay, he steals the kheer, one pot of kheer, and keeps it behind him. Nobody notices. Okay, the pujari takes the tray, distributes the kheer. He never counts the pots. Okay, and so Krishna has got this fame of being chore, right? So many things he steals. It's not that butter that he steals. We saw in Purushottam month, we had to sing Chaurashtakam every day. We saw how many things he steals, right? Not just butter, not just gopis' clothes, right? Aneka janmarjita papa chauram. If we surrender to the Lord, what does he do? He will steal our aneka janmarjita, from so many janmas, the accumulated sinful reactions he steals. Right? That's what Krishna says, right? Aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayami mashacha. Right? And Chauragra Ganyam Purusham Namami. He is the biggest of the chores you can ever find in the world. Right? He is the biggest of the chores. Correct? So he's ready to steal anything for his devotees. Like he stores kheer, right? Kheer. And then Pujari gets a dream in the night. In the same night, Krishna goes in Pujari's dream and says, what Pujari are you? You don't even know how to do your work properly. You offered me so and so number of pots. One pot is not even there in the tray. You didn't even realize. In a jovial way, he starts, saying all this to the Pujari. Okay. And then the Pujari is like puzzled. What is he saying? Whatever I offered, I took out, right? Pujari, who can even imagine that deity will steal something for the devotee, right? So now the Krishna says, no, there is one pot missing. It's with me only. Go inside the altar. Go inside the puja room. In deity's room. Open the door and you will find it. Take it in the morning. Go to the town. Go to the marketplace. There is my devotee called Madavendra Puri. He is my dearest devotee. Call out his name loud. Okay, wherever he is, he will come to you. That time you tell him what all happened, and then you give him this kheer. He will eat. Okay, this is the plan. So this he instructs in the Pujari's dream. Pujari instantly wakes up. He is now fully perplexed. He doesn't know what is happening. So he runs to the temple, opens the door, and he checks one pot of kheer is still there in the temple. Okay, so he takes it, and then in the morning he goes to the market. He screams Madavendra Puri's name. Madavendra Puri comes running, like, who is calling my name? What is happening? He explains the incident. It's a marketplace. Everybody, so many people will be there gathered. Okay, so everybody will get to know the glories of Madavendra Puri. For a devotee, Krishna turned into a chore. Can you imagine? He was just Gopinath. He became Kshir Chor Gopinath for his devotee Madavendra Puri. Right? Madavendra Puri, Kshir Chor Gopinath is still, it's a very famous temple in Orissa even today. If you go to Puri, if you get a chance, please do visit Kshir Chor Gopinath temple as well. These are all deities with such great pastimes. If you go there, I'm sure we get attracted to deity worship. Okay, even Sakshi Gopal, right, where deity walked. So that's the story of Kshir Chor Gopinath. So he accepts the pot, eats the prasadam, and then Madhavendra Puri does not stay in that place for a moment also. He gets scared. Now everybody has got to know the Leela. Everybody will come to him. His fame, he's going to become famous. Devotees do not want fame. Okay, they want to make Krishna famous. They don't want to become famous themselves. Right? So he runs. He's like, okay, I've got work. I need to go to Puri and get Chandan. So he runs to Puri. See, we need to understand one thing. Remuna and Puri are very close to each other. Okay, it's very, very close. So by the time he reached Puri, the news had spread to Puri also. People there in Puri also got to know how Gopinath became Kshir Chor Gopinath for Madhavendra Puri. So when Madhavendra Puri went to Puri, obviously when he needs Chandan, he needs to introduce himself, right? He needs to tell his name. Only then people will give him Chandan, right? So when he said his name, everybody again, started accumulating, because now they know Madhavendra Puri is such a great personality because of Kshir Chor Leela, right? Now, and they started respecting him so much. They fell to his feet. They started serving him. They were like, what do you want? Chandan, right? How much Chandan you want? We will supply, and all that. So much of Chandan he got. He couldn't even carry it. So they gave him 2 assistants, okay? One person to carry the Chandan, one person to grind the Chandan. So 2 assistants also came with him. So, Puri, in Puri, he took the Chandan and everything. He was ready to leave. He left. He left to Gopal, Vrindavan, right? His place. So now while going, on the way, he again went to Remuna to rest that night, and morning he can go continue his travel. Okay. When he was sleeping in Remuna with his assistants, he again got a dream. This is the 3rd dream. Okay. Krishna comes. Basically, the Gopal comes. The same Govardhan Giri Gopal comes, and in the dream and says, Why do you have to walk so much with such heavy chandan and all that to Vrindavan and then, grind it and then apply it on my body? I'm already feeling burnt. I cannot wait so much. You apply chandan right in Remuna. I'm there as Gopinath. The same me is there as Gopinath in Remuna, and the same me is there as Gopal in Govardhan Giri. This is a lesson we need to take back. Krishna is all pervading. Okay, we shouldn't be discriminating or differentiating. All right, it's the same Paramatma in different forms that he is present. Okay, to invoke Krishna consciousness in people, right? So Madhavendra Puri realizes that it's the same Gopinath who is present as Gopal there, and when he wakes up, he says, "I'm not going to Vrindavan. Let me apply chandan to Gopinath itself." So he goes to Remuna Pujari and explains the dream and all. Obviously, everybody respects him and believes him because they know the Kshirchor Leela that has happened, right? And then Madhavendra Puri, the assistants grind the chandan and give him, and Madhavendra Puri personally applies chandan to the body of the Lord, right? What a privilege this is. I mean, this is something we all have to meditate upon. DT is stealing things for his devotee. You need to understand how great this devotee is, right? Krishna, being a king of Dwaraka, he became chariot driver for Arjuna. Can you imagine? Can you even imagine? He took negotiation letter from Yudhishthir and traveled to Duryodhan's place for peacemaking agreement, right? He was acting like a servant to his devotees. That's why Krishna does not give bhakti to us easily. Why he doesn't give? Because he gets purchased by the devotee. Whatever the devotee wants, even if the devotee does not want, he will proactively, make his devotees happy. He becomes the servant of his devotees. We say by surrendering to Krishna, we become his servants. In a way, Krishna is becoming our servant. Can you imagine? Right? So that's why when Arjuna went to Krishna, right, during Mahabharat war to ask help, Duryodhana asked for the army, right? Arjuna asked, if you are there enough, you come to my side enough. I don't want anything else. I just want you, right? And what is Krishna? Krishna is all powerful, the owner of all the 6 opulences, right? All famous, all powerful, all strong, all rich, all opulent, and all beauty, right? All the beauty is there in him, and then he is all renounced as well, right? So all 6 opulences are in full in Krishna. But so now whom do you say is rich? Krishna is full in all opulences, right? Or the devotee? Krishna, who is all powerful, is powerful, or the devotee is powerful? Who can answer? Krishna is all powerful, yes. But Arjuna has Krishna with him. Now who is powerful? Any other answer? Yes, Haribol, yes, devotees only, because devotees have the all powerful with them. So devotees are more opulent, right? Devotees are more opulent because they have the most opulent with them. Can you imagine? So this is what Krishna does to his devotees, right? He wants all his devotees to take the honor. He doesn't take any honor. Okay, even if it has to, even if it takes to become a chariot driver, or even if it takes to become a chore. That is Krishna. What is that? Bhakta Vatsala. Okay. Yeah. So this is how Chandan Yatra we do. We apply the entire deity, the body of the Lord with Chandan. Okay. So, and Madhavendra Puri's Samadhi is in Remuna, Orissa, near the temple of Kshirchor Gopinath. So he stays in Kshirchor Gopinath Kshetra itself till his death. I mean, not death. We shouldn't be saying this death. Until he finishes his pastimes, he stays in Kshirchor Gopinath Kshetra itself, Remuna, and offers service to the Lord. He doesn't go to Govardhan Giri Gopal because Krishna has told him it is the same me present here. Why do you want to go there? Right? So this is about Madhavendra Puri. And so we were discussing, right? Krishna does not give devotional service that easily, very easily to devotees. Not just easily, he never gives only. Okay, just to do that role, for that role only, Krishna has come down in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has Krishna's Hladini Shakti in potency as well, right? Radha also. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Radha Krishna combined. Correct? So he distributes Krishna Prem to everybody. We don't deserve. Jagai Madai also got. Right? And today spiritual ecstasy? No. Are we feeling, is our hair standing on end? No. Are we crying? No. Are we laughing? No. Are we sweating? Are we shivering? Nothing is happening. Right? I was reading Chaitanya Charitamrita, and it was said, if these symptoms are not shown, then your heart is as hard as iron. It's the same as iron. We saw this comparison, right? Last week also. If your heart is not melting for Krishna Leela, then your heart is as good as stone. It's not heart anymore. It is a stone, right? Why is this happening? Why are we not getting attracted to Krishna when Krishna is all attractive? It is said in the scriptures also, right? The moment you chant, you get Krishna Prem. You get spiritual ecstasy aroused. You become a pure devotee. Why is it not happening to us? Anybody has thought about it? Can anybody tell me why? It's also given in Chaitanya Charitamrita. The moment you talk about Nityananda Prabhu, your spiritual life, which is dormant, right now sleeping, gets awakened. Automatically, Nityananda Balite Haya, Krishna Prema Udaya. Krishna Prema Udaya, it gets awakened. It's not happening. Why? Has anybody thought about it? We are chanting regularly, religiously in the morning, every day, especially 16 rounders. We are chanting even more, right? Sometimes. We are following the regulative principles, the 4 regulative principles, right? And we all have the taste for hearing. That's why we are here sitting in the class to hear about Krishna Katha, right? We are showing all, because of Maya. Shashi Prabhuji is saying because of Maya. But Maya is not touching us right now, no, when we are chanting. Chanting is a Krishna conscious activity, transcendental activity. And Maya supports, right? Maya is who? Durga Devi. If you are chanting and if you are trying to follow the regulative principles, she will not come in your way. And we just discussed, if you take one step, if you are trying, Krishna will take 10 steps. Old karma will go by chanting. But why is it not going for us? We are chanting day in, day out, but past karma is not going. Why, Sandhya Mataji? Anybody else?
Mataji, naam aprad.
Hari Bol, yes, because offenses, right? See, it's given in Chaitanya Charitamrita. You can refer to Adi Leela 8th chapter, okay? Verse 16 to 20, you'll understand. Only offense the benefits that we are looking for. So, how do we come out of offenses? Who can tell me? And how do you know that you've come out of offenses? Okay, I was just saying, as long as you chant with offenses, the real benefit of Harinam, you will not get. We will not get, okay? Because of the offenses that we commit while chanting, the 10 offenses to the holy name of the Lord. Now my question is, how do you come out of these offenses? How do you increase the quality of chanting so that you will reach this offenseless stage? And how do you know that you've reached the offenseless stage? Who can tell me? Association will help you commit less offenses. Yes, Sujata Mataji?
Confessing ourselves to a guru.
Surrendering ourselves to a guru. Yes. Yeah, see, association will also help. But association is like a maintenance, when you have to maintain your bhakti, when you have to maintain the quality, that's when association helps. Association doesn't help you at once manifest the quality. Okay, what helps is, like Sujata Mataji told, Guru, surrendering to a guru gives us guru's mercy, right? Today we've got mercy of Prabhupada, right? And what happens when we get mercy? And what do we have to do to get mercy? So it's given over here that even Krishna connecting with spiritually conscious devotees. Yeah, all this comes, see, all this helps in maintenance, sustenance of the quality chanting. Okay, how do you make your chanting of quality outright, right? So when Yashoda Mata was tying up Krishna, right? She was tying up Krishna. She was short by 2 inches. What do those inches represent? Anybody knows? The 2 inches represent two things. What are those? Nobody knows. First inch, Parishrama. Second inch, Krishna Kripa. Your endeavor might be 99%. Okay, you might say, I am trying hard to chant. I am chanting. I am following the regulative. I am very, very devoted to the Lord. But I am not becoming a pure devotee. I am not. Right? Why? It's all your endeavor. You are putting in 99% of your endeavor. But that 1% remaining is what? Krishna Kripa.
Hare Krishna Mataji,
Krishna's
your voice is
Hare Krishna.
breaking.
Is it fine now? So I was about to say that whatever you do, your endeavor is just 99%. You might be chanting well, you might be following the regulative principles, you might be doing everything properly, okay? But it's just 99%. That 1% remaining is very, very important. That is Krishna Kripa. Without that 1%, you will not get 100% result. So that 1% is Krishna Kripa. Without Krishna's mercy, nothing happens. Nothing happens. Right? Namanishra Prabhu used to say, Krishna is what? Reservoir of mercy, right? Ocean of mercy, right? Dheena Bandhu Jagatpate. So, if you take a spoon and go stand in front of Krishna asking for his mercy, he will give you spoonful of mercy. If you take a jug or a bucket and go and stand in front of Krishna asking for his mercy, he will give you that jug full of mercy or bucket full of mercy. So aim high, ask, beg for mercy such that with his mercy you can at once become pure devotee of Godhead and go back to Godhead, go back home, go back to Godhead, right? So you need to ask for mercy. Unless you ask, he will not give. Now, but we need to beg. That is, again, from our side, 99% of endeavor we have to complete, and then wait, expect for that 1% remaining from his end. That is Krishna Kripa, right? And how do you ask for mercy? That's more and more you beg. We need to become beggars in front of Krishna. That's why when we chant Hare Krishna, what do? We lift both our hands high up, right? Surrendered souls. We don't have anything. That's where prayers come into picture. That's why prayers are very, very important. And so this is exactly what module 3 is all about. Module 3, we will be learning about how to pray to. So this is the main idea, why we need to pray. So because Bhagavatam has those success stories, all the devotees there, because Am I audible now? Okay, okay. So the signal strength is fluctuating, okay? Is filled with all the devotee success stories and how, okay, perhaps 1, right? Even Kunti Maharani, she also prayed to the Lord, right? Only by prayers. It's only by prayers we succeed. It's only by prayers we succeed. We need to beg Krishna, and while when we pray, what happens? We are showing Krishna or telling Krishna how intense is our desire to reach Him, how intense is our desire to go back home. Okay, it's only by prayers that we are letting Him know that we are so, and it's only His mercy that can make the magic here.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Module 3 is all about. We learn prayers from different devotees. How well devotees. I mean, how we need to pray. We don't even know how to pray, right? So in module 3, we will be taking prayers of different devotees and understanding how to pray to the Lord. For example, Prabhupada said, "I don't have devotion." Prabhupada, such a saying, I don't have devotion. I don't know anything. I don't know what is Krishna consciousness. I don't know what is bhakti. All I know is I have faith in the Lord. I know Krishna is going to protect me. That was his. We don't even know how to pray in the first place, right? So all these things, and his mercy is the only magic wand which is going to take us back home, right? Without his mercy, we will not experience the symptoms, ecstatic symptoms. We can never become great devotees of the Lord. Our endeavor, whatever, how much we put in, it's just 99%. That's exactly what Module 3 is all about. Initial classes, we will be learning about how to offer services to the Lord, as in how to, offer bhog to the Lord systematically. We just know we need to offer food to the Lord and eat. How? Systematically, we don't know, right? The mantras we need to chant. So these things we will be learning in the initial classes of Module 3. And next, going forward, we will be learning the different prayers from different devotees, because devotees have succeeded, that behind success lies prayers. They have succeeded. So how to pray? If we pray, Krishna will definitely help. Not just humans. It's not just related, confined to humans. Even animals, right? Gajendra also prayed. Yes. So Gajendra Moksha.
Hare Krishna Mataji. How do
Guru Krishna's mercy, only real life starts. That's what Namanishta Prabhu says. Until then, what life we are living is not even life. We are simply breathing, eating, mating, defending, and sleeping, which even animals do. Then what is the difference between human life and animal life? These four things even animals are doing. And if we also do only that in our life, then what is the difference? Right? That's why real human life starts only after Guru Krishna Kripa. And that is supposed to be the goal at this stage. Right? And that at this stage. How do we know we have had Krishna's mercy? You will start experiencing the ecstatic symptoms. The revelations happen. Krishna comes and gives you who you are. Goloka. We are all something in Goloka, right? We just know we are servitors, eternal servants of Krishna. How? What we are? We might be a grass. We might be.
Mataji voice is cracking.
Any doubts? This is with this we end. Hare Krishna. Am I audible?
Mataji, please repeat what you told about our presence in Goloka.
So, Mataji, I was just saying that in Goloka, we are something to serve the Lord, right? We might be a blade of grass, we might be a cow, we might be a dust particle on the lotus feet of the Lord. We might be a flower there, we might be a fruit there. We don't know what we are, right? That revelation you will get when you get Krishna's mercy. That is called self-realization. Self-realization is nothing but this. Okay. So for this should be the goal of life, and this is when you get Krishna Prem. Okay?
Okay, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, so we end. Any doubts? Any questions? So when will module 3 start? When will you get your module 2 certificates? We will be informing you in the group. Okay? Stay tuned. Any questions so far?
No, Mataji.
Okay. You can put your questions in the chat if you have. Okay? Okay. If no questions, we can end. The module or else we can end. Okay? If anybody wants to share, please do share, or else we can end. It was all about acharyas, right? Now we will be moving ahead and we will be learning. Okay.
Mataji, your voice has been breaking, Mataji. We could not hear whatever you spoke, Mataji. We've only heard the last couple of words, Mataji. So please share. So we don't know what to share.
You're again not audible, Mataji.
Am I audible now? So I was just saying the same thing that I have put in the message. Okay. If you want to have anything to share, please. Hare Krishna, we can end then. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo Ananta Koti Vaishnav ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you so much for, completing this module to success.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Will you be taking the class again, Mataji, for model 3 or someone else will be taking?